They get set to move into region and district play in the new year. I'm Tyler Eaton, joined by Tavius Babb. And TB, this is a Greene County team we've studied up on. We knew it was going to be a challenge coming in. And on the other side for Franklin Simpson, we've talked about the size, the rebounding being an issue. This is the last team you want to run into if your issue is size and rebounding.
Yeah, I feel like that's a statement we make every single game. And like you said, I mean, this team has some size. I'm going to pronounce this right. Mudibu Kuyate, a 6'7" junior, averaging 8 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, can jump out of the gym. And then they have some other players all around their starting five, produces most of their points. They are a great rebounding team, and they are pretty good efficient shooting from the field at 48%. So Franklin definitely has some work cut out for them.
Maybe not the lights-out efficiency we saw from Bardstown, but an extremely talented team. Kuyate is joined by Eric James Jr., the 6'3" junior that leads them with 19 points per game on the season. They both transfer in from Philly. Just to let you know how talented they are, they're only juniors. They both already have offers on the table from D1 Lehigh in the area team around Philly, and those came in when they were sophomores. So clearly a lot of talent there. They come into Greene County, join a team that already had 6'5" senior Hayden Blakeman, who averaged 22 points per game last year and was willing to take a bit more of a back seat with those two new players coming in, averaging 17 per game as the leader for this team. Down low on the boards, Kuyate 6'7", but likes to play out on the perimeter a little bit. And TB, you go back to that Portland game, a game that Franklin Simpson was able to win 69-63. Still in that ball game, when you look at the rebounding in particular, the Wildcats only mustered up less than 20 as a team in that ball game. And the Bardstown game, a game that the Wildcats really could have won, should have won, maybe lost by 4. They lose the rebounding battle by 30 in that ball game. They're probably not going to win it tonight, but they're going to have to find a way to compete if they want to compete with this 10-1 Greene County team. The national anthem is on the way, so we're going to step away. When we come back, we take a closer look at those last two games for the Wildcats, especially that win over Portland last week, and we'll also give you a bit more on this Greene County Dragons team that is one of the best in the state. You're listening to Franklin Simpson Boys Basketball.
Looking for a place to connect, grow, and worship? Discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First.
Them figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years, easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Coming in Shoot that. Hey, why not? Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
All right, we're good.
Hey, Mr. Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eye Care.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go, Cats!
Wilkins Eye Care, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
Join us for a magical day at the FSHS Princess Tea on February 15th. Meet your favorite princesses and beloved Disney characters in person. Each ticket comes with a special princess swag bag filled with enchanting surprises. And that's not all. Your ticket includes one free ticket to the FSHS production of The Little Mermaid, an unforgettable experience. Click the QR code now to purchase your tickets today and make memories that will last a lifetime. See you at the Princess Tea.
Highs and makes and attempts at the free throw line in that win over Portland. 19 makes on 28 trips. Cam Ray going 10 for 10 in that ball game. And in a game like this against the size of Greene County, foul trouble on the other side can be your best friend. Franklin was struggling to get to the line. They were struggling to hit their free throws coming into that game of the stretch of 2 games against Bardstown and Portland. Their free throws made, their average for the year jumped up 2 free throws per game, and their points per game just between those 2 games jumped up 4 points per game. Still averaging just 48 points per game, but TB, when this team gets to the line, to your point, they win. They're 34 for 50 at their line, shooting 68% in their 2 wins. In their 5 losses, or excuse me, their 6 losses on the season, they are shooting it just 51% at the free throw line. So you're looking at a 17% difference between your wins and losses on the season. And the Wildcats, their last 2 games here in this gym, 70% free throw shooting team. They've gotten there an average of 22.5 times per game. Going to be big tonight. You're going to need a big game, especially from Ja'Kai Partinger, with Cam Ray not in the starting lineup, coming off of his career high. He doesn't do his damage from outside. It's the mid-range. Inside was very efficient, 8 for 14 from the floor. He's going to have to find different ways to score and be that on-ball producer while Cam isn't on the floor.
Yeah, and we know Ja'Kai, he's great off the dribble, right? That's where a lot of the scoring comes from, is off the dribble. But with this team, they're going to really have to work on spacing the floor, really setting their screens. I think about the same thing we said last time, right? Making sure they're making contact, body on body, and getting their players open so they don't have to take contested jumpers the whole night, and instead run into space and find some open shots and knock them down.
And there's a window to this 3-point battle. There's a reason that we're hammering on this. It's not just for Franklin Simpson. On the other side, Greene County, a high-volume 3-point team. Despite all their size, they still take 23-pointers per game at a 33% clip. They've made 5 or more threes in 9 of their 11 games this season, but they have not hit that mark in 2 of their last 3, including their only loss of the year to Frederick Douglass, a consensus top 5 team in the state, a big loss, very good Frederick Douglass team. But the takeaway, Greene County in that game, 2 for 17 from outside. If Franklin Simpson can win that battle, they're going to have a chance in this ball game. This is a Greene County team that, even if they're not hitting from outside, like you referenced earlier, super efficient, 48% as a team from the field. And that all starts with that star guard, Eric James. As we take a look at the starting 5 for this Greene County team, it's led by the 6'3" junior, averaging 19 points, 7 rebounds per game. He's got 20 points or more 4 times this season with a season high of 29. He can stretch it outside. He's made as many of 4 3-pointers in a game this season. And he's joining the backcourt, to me, TB, somebody that just stood out as rock solid. Jaden Morris, 6'2" senior, that might be a star on any other team, averaging 13 points per game. He's been in double figures 8 times. Just a bit of a do-it-all player for this team. And on a squad that has so much experience, they slip freshman Cooper Stone into the starting lineup. He's averaging 10 per game, been in double figures 6 times with a season high of 15. And if you wonder, man, they've got a lot of players averaging double figures that score in double figures. It's because they average 73.5 points per game this season. They've scored at least 84 times on the year. And then that big front court, 6'5" senior number 24, Hayden Blakeman. He's their leading rebounder at 8 rebounds per game, 17.5 points per game, 50% shooter from the field. He can stretch it out to the 3-point line as well with a 33% clip. And then Moody Kuyate, 6'7" junior. He's the one that catches the headlines. Number 4, only averages 8 points and 7 rebounds per game, but just set a season high with 14 points in his last game, couple double-doubles under his belt. And I think of anything, TB, the thing that Franklin Simpson can take advantage with Kuyate is that you can kind of tempt him to play out on the perimeter. And if you're the Wildcats, Kuyate only shooting 39% on the season. He's probably the one out of everybody in this starting lineup you're most content with trying to operate from outside.
Yeah, you want to keep him beyond the 3-point arc. And if you're Franklin Simpson, like you said kind of earlier, right, this Greene County team likes to shoot a lot of threes. You're going to have to get a lot of long rebounds. So I think that'll be the most difficult part, is limiting the offensive rebounds for this Greene County team, so you don't get a Moody or any of these other players just being able to get boards, long boards, and then put up multiple shots in the same possession.
Then for your Wildcats, 3-6 on the season. 13th year head coach Dee Spencer coming off of win number 185 for his career at Franklin Simpson. One change to the starting lineup, though we've seen this season. The backcourt, 5'11 junior number 12, Ja'Kai Partinger coming off that career high, joined by someone else coming off a career high, and 6' sophomore number 0, Jameer Brooks had 8 points and a handful of steals. Was all over the place in that win against Portland, and the Wildcats leading rebounder in that game, 5'10 sophomore number 23, Brody McAllister, filled in for the starting center who went out with foul trouble, did a great job on the boards. Logan Morris, that senior center, he's going to need a big game tonight, 6'3". He's the size for Franklin Simpson. And joined in the front court TV by someone that we talked about against Portland. We'd love to see him get a good game tonight. Cole Scherer, the 6' junior forward, averaging 8 points per game, scored in double figures in 4 of the first 5 games for Franklin Simpson this year, has been under 10 in 4 straight, especially with Cam coming off the bench. Would love to see Cole get involved offensively.
Yeah, and having some games under your belt at home, right? You're hoping that at home against this Greene County team that you're going to really be putting up some more points. You're familiar with your team as we get started with the action.
Kuyate will go for the tip for Greene County. Kai almost had another win. He's made it routine to win those tips against taller players, but Greene County gets it, and we get this ball game underway. James Jr. brings it into the front court. Junior guard from Philly alongside Kuyate. Swings it over on the left side to Blakeman. They go down low. Kuyate double team by Franklin Simpson. Steps around it and finishes with the right hand. I said he likes to operate on the outside. They said, no, let's get him down low, and he scores with ease.
And watching a lot of game film, he loves the pro hops and the spin moves,
yes.
And that's what we saw right there. Just a straight, easy spin move, drop step down in the paint.
Morris has it up top for Franklin Simpson. Hands off to Kai. 2-0 Greene County, 30 seconds in. Partinger, fadeaway jumper right side. That is his spot, and he drains it.
He loves the little hezzy right around the free throw line, and he'll take tough shots, but he can make them. He's a tough shot maker.
What's so funny is you'll see him and Kuyate play very similar styles in this ballgame. They both like that mid-range. Blakeman likes a top of the key 3. Off the heel, no rebound, tipped out, but it goes right to McAllister. Should have been an easy board for Jaden Marr, but instead tried to bat it. It goes to Brody, but he then has it poked away from behind by Marr. Up ahead. In transition, Stone lost it, and Brooks takes it away, tries to save it, but it goes out to James. Nice pass at the last second, went up for the shot, dumped it off underneath to Blakeman, and he scores.
And just a lot of chaos right there, but if you're Franklin, you're going to start slowing this down. Yes. You're going to look for these shots, and like we said last possession, right, long rebounds.
Full court press applied. Franklin Simpson breaks it with Morris at half court, but then he lost it from behind again. Another Franklin Simpson turnover. You cannot lose the turnover battle tonight if you're the Wildcats. Freshman Cooper Stone brings it front court, gets a screen, hesitates, goes out to center. Morris now drops it off in the corner. James wants a triple. Short. Kuyate, though, gets the board. Goes into McAllister. Foul called on the floor before the shot attempt. And they're actually going to get that on Ja'Kai. Away from the play itself, it'll stay underneath with Greene County.
And I think this is a plan of Greene County. I think they're intentionally making Moody play down below.
Wide open 3 off the inbound is fortunately missed by Marr, but then we get a jump ball called on the rebound between Scherer and Blakeman, and that will go to Franklin Simpson. Early issue so far that I'm noticing, TB, and we noticed this against Bardstown in particular, that the box outs have got to be better down there trying to clear these defensive rebounds, even against Portland as we get a foul. McAllister bumped from behind by Marr. Even against Portland, a team that really didn't have too much size, but did outsize Franklin Simpson. 12 offensive rebounds alone for the Panthers in that game.
Yeah, they were really dominating the glass last game. And so if you're Franklin Simpson, again, you're going to have to put body on body.
Wildcats look to break the press again. We're 2 minutes in. They trail it 4-2 to Greene County. McAllister, nice bounce pass to Morris, fakes underneath and finishes on the left block.
I mean, that was a great press breaker right there. Got the ball to the middle of the court and then found an easy wide open man down low.
Morris just 1 point against Portland after he tied his career high with 6 against Bardstown. James on the drive, gets inside and finishes through the body of McAllister for his first bucket.
And these guys can really attack the hoop and really make their own tough layups down low.
McAllister into the front court, trapped on the near side, dumps it off for Brooks, fakes a pass to Partinger, now has it poked away and it ends up with Kai anyway. Top of the key, guarded by Stone. Looks for help, kicks it out. McAllister, right corner 3. Missed long. Scherer trying to chase it down, but Kuyate has it. He's going to put it on the floor. Behind the back dribble in transition. Euro steps through 3 defenders, left the layup short. And there to clear it is Morris. Looked like Larisha Cawthorn for a second there. Got the board and took it herself. Up ahead, Jameer Brooks in transition. Goes right at Blakeman. Can't finish with the left hand. And it's rebounded down low by Eric James Jr., who will slow it down, get the instruction from head coach Jordan Gilbert in his 3rd season, 43-31 overall. bounced in the opening round of the district tournament last year as James gets inside, contested lightly, and they give him an and one. It was a poor contest, and he was able to take advantage and finish through it with a cheap foul and one.
I mean, and he's playing around at the top of the key, and I mean, he had no kind of contact going through the lane up until he gets to his layup. And so, Franklin, you're going to have to put somebody in front of these guys. These guys are quick, have a quick first step, and you're going to have to really cut them off and not let them get a full head of steam going to the rim.
Sharon Brooks come out, Easton Kelly and Zay Hampton into the ball game. Xavier nearly set a career high, had 7 against Portland, one off of his high of 8 as the free throw misses for James, and it's 8-4 still Greene County. We've played 3 minutes. McAllister stuck in the backcourt, gives it to Morris, now left side, Zay. Drives up left side, stops, pulls from 6 left, short rebound, tipped around, and it's going to go off of Kelly and out of bounds to Greene County underneath.
And that was a good look for him, stopping on a dime and not letting the big shot blocker really get in your grill. Just, you just miss him sometimes.
Hard to make those adjustments when you got big 6'7" waiting on you down there.
Exactly.
Blakeman has it on the left side, gives it to James. He's been the engine early on. Has it top of the key, guarded by Kelly. Crossover dribble, kick out. Blakeman tees off from the left wing, and he buries it from the left wing.
And when you have somebody that can really create their own shot and dribble with the ball, I mean, it's really easy to find open men.
Far side, Hampton just drops a pass from Morris as they were trying to break the full court pressure out of bounds. Greene County forces another turnover. Forces is a hard word there. Catch just gave that one away, and they trail it by 7. 4:15 left opening quarter. Tone swings it over to James, who drops it off underneath Blakeman. Good defense that time from Franklin Simpson to force the miss. They brought some pressure that I don't think Blakeman was expecting, and Brody clears it with the rebound. But got to break this pressure. Kai walks it up left side. Now it goes over to Xavier Hampton. Stops, pops from the left wing, and he gets the 3 to go. The bank is open on a Friday evening over Kuyate.
And, I mean, he's not afraid. He's going to take those shots if he's open.
You've got to be confident from outside in a game like this. James, he's confident from the left wing, left short, and should have been a foul call down low. McAllister was grabbed, got the rebound anyways, as that was a really good box out on Mars. So good. He got grabbed, now brings it front court, gives it over to Morris, outside Kelly. Thought about a 3, and instead they work it up to McAllister. Right side, Kai. He'll pull for 3. That one way off, and it's rebounded down low by Blakeman. 11-7, Greene County leads, 3:20 left in the opening frame. Blakeman onto the opposite block, gives it up to Stone, has it batted around, and collects it on the baseline before he goes back up to Blakeman. Tries a 3. Can't get that one to go either, but another offensive rebound. First try no good, second one no good either, and finally Partinger comes away with it. Marr very easily could have pulled that ball down and scored, but TB tried to finish midair, and the Cats able to take advantage. Partinger stops, 14-foot floater, missed long, gets his own miss back, tries another one. When you get the runner from 4 foot, the percentage is a lot higher, and he's able to drop it in for 2. We've got a 2-point game.
Yeah, and honestly, this game, it was kind of spacing out, but this Franklin team is really doing a good job of playing solid defense. They're just going to have to finish these possessions on getting the rebound.
Yes.
And right now, I mean, you have Brody McAllister with 3 rebounds already in this game, playing great.
James thought about a long 3, now pulls it back out deep on the left wing with 2.5 minutes left in the quarter. They go down low. Kuyate isolated on Morris. Franklin brings pressure. Kuyate kicks out. Blakeman triple, misses long, and Hampton had the rebound, then had it knocked off his leg on the baseline to stay with Greene County. Brooks and Cherry back in alongside Kamari Phillips as Brody, Morris, and Zay Hampton come out. Notably, Jakai is still in there. I don't know how much you can afford to take him out in this ball game. Is down low, beautiful inbounds play set up, and wrapping around to score is Marr on the block.
And Franklin Simpson just got to really lock in, make sure they're not giving easy layups.
Scherer left side, that's his spot, 15-footer. It's down.
And that was ran to perfection right there by Franklin.
You talk about those press breakers, that one was money. Up top, Stone has it. Marr gives it off to Blakeman, runs into traffic, nearly walked with it, had it knocked away anyway, gets it back inside the key, and he floats it in from 5 feet out. He's already got 7, and it's 15-11 Greene County. Phillips left side, walks it up uncontested, goes at Blakeman, now stops on the baseline, pulls it out looking for an option. Tries to go to Brooks, it's knocked away, and it's stolen for a moment as Marr gets it, and then he's pushed. And Greene County will have it in the front court with 1:27 left in the quarter.
And what Greene County is doing right now is they're letting somebody control the ball, but they're denying every other ball, available offensive player from getting the ball. They're denying them the pass.
Tanner Willis comes in. Kuyate out, so now a smaller lineup for Greene County. Willis is their sharpshooter from outside. Leads them with 23. Three-point makes as Brooks steals it from him. Right side, poked away from behind. It's off the foot of Marr and will stay with Franklin Simpson underneath. Great job by Jameer. That's what he does. Just a defensive weapon for this team. He'll be the one to inbound underneath. Goes into Scherer. Fakes once. Goes up and over James. Was a strong move but couldn't finish it. And here comes Wilson on the far side. Gives it off to Marr. Right wing drives to the block. Kick out. Right corner triple. And it's down. Cooper Stone, the freshman, buries it.
And they are really good at driving and kicking. That's been their offense a lot of the time this quarter.
Pardinger brings it up under a minute left in this opening quarter. Brooks left side. Goes into the corner. Phillips drives. Pulls. 15 feet. That's pure.
And when the ball gets in the short corner, I mean, they're just finding really good success when they're passing this break because there's a 1-on-2 down in the front court.
35 seconds left in the quarter. Stone has it up top now, sends it over to Blakeman. Guarded by Brooks. Can't get it to anybody, now has to dump it off top of the key to Marr. Right side it goes into the hands of Stone. They try to go down low. James lost it, was contested well with Kelly in the area, and Franklin Simpson gets it back with a turnover. 23 seconds left in the quarter. Allen comes in for the first time, as well as Brody McAllister back in for the Wildcats. Ja'Kai will get his first breather. Easton Kelly to the bench as well.
And they bring in a couple for probably the final possession to look for a good shot down here. If you're Franklin Simpson, this is a good quarter. You want to finish it off strong.
Allen hit a couple of threes in that win over Portland. Scherer has it up top, 10 seconds left in the quarter. Brooks wraps to get it, right elbow, 7 seconds left. Step back, thought about a jumper, instead goes to Scherer. Left elbow, Jay, misses short. Brody with the offensive rebound, fakes two defenders into the air and finishes with the layup before the horn. The Cats got off to a slow start, but man, they've battled. Grit so far from the Wildcats. After one, it's 18-15 Greene County, but the Wildcats with some keyword momentum going into the second quarter. You're listening to Franklin Simpson Basketball on 92.3 WFKN. Let's just do a 30. Are you missing a bucket from us somewhere?
Well, I'm trying to figure out where. I didn't see it, and so I put the team scored 2, but I'm trying to figure out where it is. There it is. Who was it for?
The last one?
Hey, no, not last one.
Oh.
It was earlier. Hayden Blackman.
(18-15) our score here at Franklin Simpson High School. The Wildcats just battling against Greene County early on. A 10-1 Dragon squad that KSR, Kentucky Sports Radio, they've got them at number 15 in the state coming into this ball game. Other outlets have them in their top 10. They didn't have the toughest schedule early on, but really proved themselves in their latest Christmas tournament. The Wildcats coming off of splitting their 2 games here at home in their hosted Franklin Bank and Trust Classic. Down by 3 as we get the quarter underway for the first time tonight. We'll see Cam Ray, and that's another thing, TB. You got that first quarter, no Cam, and you're only down by 3. You got to love the spot that you're in. Ja'Kai Pardinger leading the way with 4. On the other side, Hayden Blakeman has 7 for Greene County to lead all scores. Kuyate back in the ball game for the Dragons. He gives it over on the left side to Tanner Willis. Up top it goes Blakeman. He has not seen the bench so far, and it goes to Marr. Down low, Kuyate one-on-one with Brooks. The Wildcats look to trap. 4 defenders there, and a foul called as it looked like Morris came in and tied him up on the way up. But instead, a foul going to be called underneath on Johnson.
And that was a great defensive possession. I would believe so, and I think they're going to shoot 2 free throws right there. I mean, they had him trapped down low in the paint and nowhere to go. Honestly, maybe just a little bell out there.
Kuyate, a 55% free throw shooter on the season, fires the first, and it's good. Has a great shot for a 6'7" player, and again, not your traditional high school 6'7" player. I was looking through his Twitter, and all it was repost of Kevin Durant videos, so it's pretty easy to see who he likes to model his game after. He's got a good jump shot. As the second free throw misses long, though, and Cam gets the board for Franklin Simpson. The lead is 4 for Greene County. Ray walks it up left side, now moves to the top of the key. Right side, Brooks. They set a screen off the ball for Morris. Instead, Jameer has space. Nobody picked him up, and he pulls the trigger for 3 and buries it.
And I think that's a great look for him. He needs to be aggressive whenever these other playmakers are not controlling the ball. As Franklin
gets
Great
a turnover
defense.
because James falls down, running left side, tried to stop and turn and pass, lost his footing, goes down. Cats get it back in a 1-point game. And you mentioned Brooks needs to be more aggressive. I agree. The kid is 6 for 9 from three-point range this year.
I mean, he's doing a phenomenal job. And this Franklin team right now, as they're looking in, I mean, you have some big shooters right now in the game. And so you're Franklin.
Jameer's an easy candidate. I think from beginning of year to end, if you had to pick out somebody to be most improved on this team, he's probably the favorite. Kai wraps around top of the key, gets inside, kicks to Jameer, fakes the three, now holds it between the circles. Puts it on the floor with the right hand, fakes the handoff to Cam, pulls it out to the corner. Nothing doing right now for Franklin Simpson. Jameer stuck with it, tried to go top of the key, and it's stolen away. Kuyate in transition, pushed from behind by Jakai, slammed it home after. But Pardinger commits the foul on the floor. And it's a really good one because he avoids an intentional foul. It is his second foul. That's the downside. But no free throws for Kuyate as the basket is waved off. And they'll inbound underneath. Kai comes out with the 2 fouls. Underneath, ball quickly comes into Blakeman, turns, fires over Scherer. It's missed. Kuyate's tip no good, and Logan Morris with a strong board. Needs somebody to pass it to him, finally gets it off to Scherer. And tries to fire to McAllister. And it goes out of bounds into the scorer's table.
And that'll be the story of the game if Franklin can't control the turnovers.
Yep.
It's their 5th turnover of the game, first in the quarter.
19-18, they trail it. Have had plenty of opportunities. As Stone brings it front court and gives it off to Willis. Underneath, beautiful find to a cutting Marr who scores on the right block. He's got 4. 3-point lead for Greene County. Ray behind the back dribble, top of the key, swings it over to Brooks on the right side. Tries to bounce it down low. Morris, it's deflected, and Scherer wisely lets it go into the Greene County bench. It'll stay with Franklin Simpson.
And you can see the adjustment Greene County made is they're already pressed up against Jameer because he made that initial 3. And that's what you need to do if you're Franklin. You got to hit your shots early and create space in the paint.
Jameer will get a breather. Allen Johnson back in. Cam gets the inbound for the Wildcats as we tick towards 6 minutes left in this opening half. Morris sets a screen for Ray. Hesitates top of the key. Looks to drive. Gets inside. He's surrounded by 3 defenders. Needs an option. Now fires it over to McAllister, left wing. Ball fake. Gets inside. Wraps it around to the baseline. Now goes out to Johnson. Tried to pass it out to Ray, and it's deflected and stolen away by Stone. In transition. Goes right into the body of Ray and scores. Just a good finish by freshman Cooper Stone. He's got 5.
Oh, and a behind the back by Cameron. Running in transition.
Gets inside. Got past everybody and missed the layup. Rebounded by Kuyate. Up ahead, Blakeman. Runs into Johnson. He walked, and they're going to call it. Actually, they call an offensive foul. I think the offensive foul only called because he missed the walk. And so the offensive foul called. Should have been a travel. And I think the call came in so late, he just called an offensive foul instead.
And a little uncharacteristic for Greene County. This team is amazing in transition.
Yes.
I mean, they can really score and run with the best of them. So, I mean, they've lost a couple of opportunities there.
23-18, Ray, right side, guarded by Blakeman. Likes the mismatch, gets inside, kicks out. Johnson triple from the corner. It's well short. Rebound knocked around. McAllister on the floor for it. Jump ball will be called, and the arrow keeps it with Franklin Simpson. Brody creates another possession.
And who else would, right? I think he's one of the smartest players on the court. He's timely where he needs to be all the time.
Quick inbound to Morris, and he's found going up with it on the right block. Interesting matchups here, TB. I noticed this is they've got the much smaller Cooper Stone, the guard, down there on Morris, and then they pulled out Blakeman guarding Cam Ray on the wing. I think Coach Spencer likes both matchups, and they were able to take advantage of it with Morris.
Yeah, and it seemed like the last 2 or 3 possessions that he's just told Cam just to go at him.
Yes.
And he's gotten good looks, too, and created great passes.
Morris's first free throw misses short. That's where he struggled this year, just 3 for 12 at the stripe so far this season. The Greenwood transfer, averaging 2.5 points, 3 rebounds so far this year. Foul trouble has been his biggest enemy up to this point. When he's on the floor, he's effective. As A. Hampton is back in for the Wildcats, Kamari Phillips as well. Second free throw misses long, takes a weird bounce, but Kuyate able to clear it.
And he's racking up those rebounds in this game.
Ball up top with Tanner Willis. 5 minutes left in the quarter. James gets inside, goes around Ray. No, they get him for the charge. Looked like he was able to dodge the body, but Cam set up perfectly just to absorb enough contact. And to his credit, might have been a bit of a good sail job there as well. And he's able to draw the charge.
I mean, I think he might have took that from his favorite player, LeBron, right there. There wasn't too much contact on that. But
he was in the right place at the right time. Still a 5-point game. Cats need points, though. Cam now guarded by Marr. The 6'2 senior guard goes over to Morris on the right wing. Up top, Scherer. Back to Cam. Left wing set up with 5 minutes left in the half. Directing traffic. Scherer gets it top of the key now, right side Morris. Fakes a pass, gives it up to Zay Hampton. Ball stuck on the perimeter right now for FS as Cam gets it back on the left wing. He's going to put it on the floor. Fakes a step back, gets inside, spins around Marr, and fouled underneath. Wildcats will have a baseline inbound as they get the foul against James Jr., and that's his second.
And we're going to look for a quick pass down low.
Cam immediately goes into Scherer on the elbow. Handoff Zay Hampton. They switch James onto him, and it goes to Morris on the elbow as it poked away from behind. Wildcats, though, able to recover. Ray kicks out, left side triple. Missed short, and it's rebounded underneath by Marr. Quickly, Marr brings it himself front court, gets inside, swings it out to Stone. Now left side, James. 3-ball, swish.
And again, they're really good within the first 8 seconds of possession. They are fantastic at finding the open man, dribble, drive, and kick out, and that's where a lot of their points come from.
Operating inside and out, and it's with those guards, they've been able to win the battle off the dribble, get inside and kick it out for a good look. Now 26-18. Quick 7-0 run for Greene County. Cam Ray can't end it. Another rebound that just hung up on the rim and fell off. Rebound batted out of bounds will stay with Franklin Simpson. And Alan Johnson will come back in for the Wildcats. We'll see if they try to generate a look for him off the inbound.
And that was something that he struggled with last game. He was amazing at getting to the rack. He just couldn't finish the shot, and so he's going to want these back.
Johnson tries to wrap around. He'll have a look off the catch in the right corner. It's long, and it's rebounded underneath by Stone. 2-on-1 to James. Gets around Johnson and finishes with the right hand.
And he was looking for a foul call. It looked like he might have hit him on the top of the head during that fast break.
He's got 9 points already, averaging 19 on the season. And just like that, the lead is 10 for Greene County.
They can run with the best of them. That's how they run up the score, is just running in transition.
That's the last thing you want to let them do is get out and run. Cam spins off the defender up top. Isolation on the top of the key, sends it over to Phillips. Johnson wants it up top. Instead, it goes to Scherer in the corner. Fakes a pass. Spacing right now not great for FS. Scherer trapped. Has to pick up his dribble. Looking for an option. Gives it to Phillips. Left side. Turns. Fires. 8-foot jumper. Miss long. And James has another rebound for Greene County. Wildcats in a drought all of a sudden.
And I think James is about to look for a shot. He's going to call for the ball back.
He's got the mismatch with the big Johnson on him. Gets it on the left wing. 4 feet off the line. Goes to work, beats Johnson off the dribble, runs into a defender, just lost the basketball. No call either way, and Johnson up with it, hands it off to Cam, and he'll walk front court. 3 minutes left before halftime. Ray uses a screen from Morris. It's switched on to Kuyate. Down low. Morris has the size advantage. Turned to his right. Can't finish the drop step baby hook. It's short and it's rebounded by Kuyate. James in transition. Goes at Johnson. Seals him off. Can't finish underneath, but he's fouled.
Yeah, he did a great job of repositioning himself down in the paint. And that's what gives, when you're a 6'7" player and you're able to get where you want on the court, it makes it a lot easier to get these shots.
James will have 2 free throws. Third foul on Franklin Simpson. It's the second on Johnson, and the first is good. So James into double figures with 10 as Kai and Brody come back in. Wildcats have had that dry spell, and it's noticeably happened with Jakai on the bench since he went out with those 2 fouls. Brody, Kai, Morris, Cam, and Alan Johnson on the floor right now for Franklin Simpson. Second free throw misses short, and Kai has the board. 2:30 left in the quarter, 29-18 Greene County. Johnson gives it off to McAllister. Baseline, 16-foot jumper, misses long, and it's rebounded underneath by Stone.
They're getting good looks, too.
They are, and those are the looks they hit in the first quarter. Deep 3 on the right side up and misses long for Marr, and Kai chases down a long board. Can he generate some offense? Brings it all the way up the floor. Fakes a fadeaway, had it knocked away from behind, and ends up with Johnson. Fires up a right wing 3, misses long. Kai with an offensive rebound, stops, pops from 6. That won't go. McAllister's tip does. Who else?
Who else would get a tip over a 6'7" guy, and that's his 5th rebound of the game.
You need a rebound, call up your 5'10" sophomore. James, left wing, heat check triple. He's hot.
And he is looking for his shot.
And can't blame him. He's got the matchup right now. As Kai brings it up on the left wing, Cats down by 12. Spins off on the elbow, sends it out Morris. Thought about a 3, instead goes out to Johnson. Left corner, McAllister steps back off the dribble. 3-pointer all the way around, and it falls off. That ball hit every part of the rim, bounced up on top of it, and then somehow fell out. Down low, Euro step, left side layup is missed, falling away by Stone. Kuyate has the board. Johnson ties him up, and the Arrow will keep it with Greene County.
And again, just they're very good in transition, getting the shots that they look. On the other end, if you're Franklin Simpson, right now the shots just aren't falling. What do you do?
It's a tough question to answer right now because the looks have not been bad. Deacon James in for the first time for Greene County as they operate smoothly on the inbound again. Generate a wide open look for Cooper Stone. The freshman's already got 7, and it's 34-20. Was a 3-point game at the end of the first quarter. Wildcats just 5 points in the second frame with 1 minute left.
You got to generate some offense if you're Franklin in the last minute.
McAllister on the left wing gives it over to Morris on the right elbow. Tries to drive into Kuyate, spins left, goes up, over, and scores right through it.
I mean, that was just a very tough shot. And, I mean, he plays like a big man,
yes.
It seems like.
Wildcats needed that one bad. They're down 12, 40 seconds left in the quarter. We'll see if they can get a stop and a bucket on the other end. We'll also see how much time Greene County tries to chew off the clock here. Left side, James with it. The sophomore averaging 2 points, 2 boards per game off the bench. Right wing it goes to that sharpshooter Willis. Wide open for 3, missed it, and Scherer gets a strong board. 22 seconds to work with. Ray will walk it up. Feels like a really big possession in this ball game. Ray holds it deep on the right wing. 12 seconds left before halftime. Crossover dribble. 10 seconds left. Still being hounded deep outside. And 5 seconds closely guarded call. Cam confused. Coach Spencer doesn't love the call. He's asking for an explanation.
And I think Cam believes he created space with that first initial crossover. But I guess not enough space.
I would agree, but 7 seconds to work with for Greene County. Willis brings it across, gets around Cam, leaves it for Kuyate. Kick out right side, triple on the way. Misses long for Marr. Franklin Simpson can't capitalize on the final possession, but they at least escape with a stop on the last defensive stand. Only 7 points in the quarter for the Wildcats, though, and as we head into the half, Greene County leads it 34-22 here at Franklin Simpson. We'll step away. When we come back, we bring you all the stats from that opening half, and we'll also talk a little bit about what's coming up tomorrow as the Lady Cats compete.
Looking for a place to connect, grow, and worship? Discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
What makes us special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years, easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Mr. Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eye Care.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go Cats!
Wilkins Eye Care, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
Join us for a magical day at the FSHS Princess Tea on February 15th. Meet your favorite princesses and beloved Disney characters in person. Each ticket comes with a special princess swag bag filled with enchanting surprises. And that's not all. Your ticket includes one free ticket to the FSHS production of The Little Mermaid, an unforgettable experience. Click the QR code now to purchase your tickets today and make memories that will last a lifetime. See you at the Princess Tea.
On underneath set plays.
Exactly, yes.
Or they've been getting them in transition, and that's something that it doesn't start with the defense. It starts with you on offense, not giving those extra possessions over to Greene County in a ball game where you can tell the story of it by the
FSHS football is brought to you by the following sponsors. Trent Bedding. If I won't have it in my house, I won't deliver it to yours. McCutcheon Electric for all of your commercial and residential electrical needs. Chandler Beef Co. High quality beef. Franklin First United Methodist Church. To become a sponsor of FSHS Athletics on FS Channel 9, email aaron.talley@simpson.kyschools.us.
Match trailed it. Only scored 4 points in the second quarter. Found yourselves down 13 points at halftime in that ball game. You scratch and claw a little bit in the third quarter and then really came to life in the fourth. And if that is what's going to happen, you need it to be the same case from Cambrai in that ball game, who did not score in the opening half of Franklin Simpson, finished with 15 points, and even if you go back to that Portland game, had 2 points in the opening half, finished with 18. Whether it's him or Kai, somebody is going to have to generate some looks for Franklin Simpson, because right now the ball is getting stuck just being passed around on the perimeter.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, right, they're finding their ways into the paint. I mean, we've seen about 3 or 4 short corner shots that just aren't going in.
And missed layups.
Just missed layups. Cameron, 2 missed layups down low. They just have to generate some offense that just gets the ball in the basket.
Kai with 4 points. That's tied with Logan Morris for the team lead in the opening half for Franklin Simpson. 7 different players have scored, but nobody with more than those 4 points. The Wildcats with 5 points off the bench. They got 3 from Xavier Hampton, who took a very confident pull-up 3 in transition. And then they got 2 points from Kamari Phillips as well, hit one of those baseline open jumpers that you talked about. Couple 3-pointers for the Wildcats. Going to need more than that in this second half, especially Greene County on the other side. Already 4 3-pointers made in this one, 2 of them from James Jr., 1 from Blakeman, who's got 7 points. That's tied with Cooper Stone, who hit the other one. The freshman averaging 10 points per game on the season. 4 points for Jaden Moore. Moody Kuyate really has not been a big factor in this game. They went down to him on the opening possession, turned and scored with ease. You thought he might be in for a field day. Really hasn't done anything after that. The Wildcats have done a good job of trapping him when the ball has been in his hands. Obviously, the rebounds on the whole have been an issue for Franklin Simpson. Again, you're staring down a game where Brody McAllister is going to be your leading rebounder, but a lot of that gets mitigated if you're the Wildcats, TB. I think they've got to start to find a way to force some of those turnovers and get out and run.
Yeah, they really do. And what they did great in the first quarter, right, towards the end of the first quarter, is when they were breaking that press, they were just able to get easy open looks. They were getting the ball to the middle of the court and then dishing it out to the short corners. And they were just hitting their shots in the first quarter. So you're like, what happened from the first to the second quarter?
It didn't feel like the second quarter changed that much. The shots just weren't falling.
The shots just weren't falling. And if you're Franklin, I mean, you're going to have to take these shots, but if you're going to take these 3-point shots, you're going to have to make them. I mean, right now they're shooting, I believe it's around 3 for 9 or something similar to that, something close to that, 2 for 8. And so if you're Franklin Simpson, when you're taking these shots, you're just going to have to hit shots, and that's what it's going to boil down to.
That second quarter, again, brought to you by Wilkins Eye Care. At Wilkins Eye Care, we love the Lady Cats and Wildcats and support all the players and coaches eye care needs. We're accepting new patients, so call us at 270-776-2020. That's 270-776-2020 to make an appointment with Wilkins Eye Care in Franklin, Kentucky. We will be back with you tomorrow as the Lady Cats take on Warren East. Neutral site game against at Allen County, Scottsville. 2 o'clock in the 2A tournament sectional. If the Lady Cats win it, they will be off to Owensboro again to try and compete for a Kentucky 2A state championship. Franklin Simpson played 2 really good teams here in Meade County and Louisville Central after playing 4 really good teams at the Queen of the Commonwealth. Had a win against Central TV. They win that game by 28 points, really not satisfied with the way that they played. And after a week off, you've got to imagine they're going to look to shake off some of that rust and really make a statement back against a region opponent with Warren East, a team that's considered to be top 3 in this region. Big opportunity for the Lady Cats to make a statement in that game.
Yeah, the Lady Cats really can make a huge statement if they can go in there and just dominate like they have done. A lot of last year is what the domination came from. Yes. This year, they've had a couple games that been blown out of the water, but they've been stepped up in competition. Yep. So these games were a little bit more competitive, and so going to the 2A tournament up there in Allen County,
it's been similar to the story for the Wildcats. Just a lot of out-of-region, really good opponents like we're seeing today in Greene County. Again, your scores, we've got about 50 seconds left before we get the second half underway. 34-22, Greene County leading it over Franklin Simpson. TB, I know the simple answer here is just make shots. But if you're Franklin Simpson, staring down a 12-point deficit, you've made games close. We saw it against Bardstown. You even go back to last year. This was a staple for this team. You start slow and play really good second halves. Coach Spencer is a really good second half coach. He's great at those halftime adjustments. How do you find a way back into this game and make it close going into the fourth quarter?
I think regardless of the missed shots, right, in transition is stopping the ball. You cannot let these guards, Eric James Jr., just take the ball and have a free lane to the basket. And again, what we said earlier, right, in the first 8 seconds of their possessions, of Greene County's possessions, they're getting majority of their points right there on fast break in transition. So if you're Franklin Simpson, you have to stop the ball in the backcourt and not let the team just run and get open shots.
And when they've slowed them down and made them operate in the half court, they've had much more success defensively.
Exactly.
It also allows them to set up to rebound the basketball.
Exactly, yes. I mean, you're not just allowing just open shots, and you're not in position anymore. If you're Franklin Simpson, you got to box out. You have a couple of guys that are doing well, but you got to limit transition scoring.
Wildcats will start the third quarter with the ball. It's Kai, Cam, Brooks, Scherer, and the big man Morris out there for FS. Morris has it on the elbow, fakes a pass to Scherer. They go down low to Cole. He's isolated with James, had it knocked away from behind. Morris now gets it on the wing, fakes a 3, steps in, left elbow jumper. It's pure. He's playing a game so far, and it's tied his career high with 6.
And talk about making shots. That's a great first look, even a busted play. They didn't, not what they wanted, but wide open shot from the elbow.
The mid-range shots have been there. Marr gets inside, kicks it out, right corner, 3 ball on the way. It's missed short by Stone, but an offensive rebound. Kuyate kicks it out. Stone, second try. He takes advantage.
And that's what it is, right? Offensive rebounds, and that's what we said earlier, is that you have to limit these offensive rebounds.
Stone, a 32% three-point shooter on the season, now in double digits for the 7th time. He's got 10. It's 37-24 Greene County. Cam up top, guarded by Stone. Jabs left, now goes right, spins back to his left side. Nice step to get inside, but missed another open layup. Tried to go back to the right hand, fading left and couldn't finish. James in transition. They leave the paint wide open. He didn't take the shot. Instead, it ends up with Kuyate. He tries a 3. Missed. Rebound batted by Scherer. Cam has it. In transition. Gets ahead. Everybody catches up to him, and it's blocked from behind. Coach Spencer wanted a contact call. They don't give it. And instead, Greene County comes the other way as Cam is called for trying to deflect a pass and might have jammed his finger on the ball.
And again, that first possession.
Took it off quickly, thankfully.
That first possession they had, he got great job getting to the paint, just can't finish the shot.
Another open layup just doesn't fall. 37-24, still a minute and a half into the second half. Blakeman, left side, gets inside against Scherer, and he finishes with the 4-foot floater. Good job to avoid Morris, who was trying to draw the charge, and Blakeman's got 9.
If you're Franklin Simpson, you got to shake off these woes of not scoring around the rim.
Brooks gives it off to Morris deep on the left wing, guarded by Kuyate. Fakes a pass, now it goes over to Cam Ray between the circles. He's still scoreless so far. Brooks fakes a three, gives it to Scherer. Top of the key, catch, shoot, make.
And that was just pitch perfect offense right there, off the screen, wide open at the top of the key.
Wildcats needed that response from deep, their third three-pointer of the ball game. If you early on with the absence of Cam Ray after the first two games, but has not hit double figures over the last four. And especially with Cam scoreless so far, Jakai still with just 4 points in this game. Whether it's Cole, whether it's Logan Morris, who has 6 to lead the way for FS, you got to find your points somewhere when you trail it by 12 coming out of the timeout.
And they can't seem to all put it together at the same time.
That's been the issue. All three of those that we mentioned have yet to score in double figures together in one game. Cam and Kai had done it 3 straight games coming into this one. On the baseline, it looked like Stone had a shot. Instead, gives it off to James. Hops inside, kicks it out. Blakeman, top of the key, triple. Rattles off, rebound, tip, and an offensive rebound for Stone. Pauses midair, kicks out. James, triple. He's got another one, his third of the ball game.
And he is just shooting lights out right now for for Greene County. And again, another offensive rebound.
And what a fine down low by Stone. Got caught midair, turned around, and kicked it out at the last second. Scherer swings it outside. Now it goes to Kai. Drives in from the top of the key. Defended well, tries to get inside, pulls from 12, fading away, missed it short, and it's rebounded by Stone. 5:10 left third quarter, 42-27 Greene County. Stone has it knocked away by Cam, then it hit his finger trying to save it on the far side as Ray forces the turnover.
I mean, that was great on-ball defense. I think that's what you're going to need for Franklin.
Yes.
Great pressure on the on-ball defense, not allowing anything easy for the ball handlers.
And you got to do it without sending extra guys because there's not really anybody on this Greene County team you can afford to pull that defender off of. Pass on the far side is stolen away. Ray was trying to get it to Morris. Stone tries to lob it up to Kuyate. I think wanted an alley-oop. Didn't put enough on it. It's deflected and the Cats come the other way.
A lucky break by Franklin.
Cam uses the screen from Morris, guarded by James, now gives it to Morris, has the mismatch, spins through as Stone tried to draw the charge with a flop, couldn't. The easy layup misses again. The Wildcats have missed at least 5 wide open layups in this game, but it's knocked out of bounds and will stay with FS underneath.
I mean, that's 10 points right there just at the rim that they could just be.
And that is a generous at least.
At least.
Ray inbounding underneath, checks his options, now goes into Brooks in the corner. 4.5 minutes left before we get to the fourth quarter. Cats trail it by 15. Ray holds it between the circles. Guarded loosely by Stone, now walks over to the right wing. Once in isolation, gets inside, pauses this time on the block, and finishes.
And that's what he needs. Maybe he can start getting going after seeing the ball get in the hoop.
Just a sigh of relief from Cam after seeing that one go in. You need the confidence to build up. You shouldn't have to think about a shot like that. Kuyate right side gives it over to Marr in the corner. Hits a slashing Blakeman fadeaway jumper. Brooks contested, thought he blocked it clean, but a foul called.
And again, if you're Franklin Simpson, at least you're contesting the ball, no easy looks, and you're not letting this Greene County just run in these first beginnings of the possession.
Blakeman will take his first 2 free throws of the ball game. They're just 2 for 5 as a team. Knocks down the first of these 2. They don't get to the free throw line a ton, less than 15 attempts per game. 70% as a team, and Blakeman's their best shooter, 81% at the stripe. Gets there 5 times a game. Takes a couple dribbles, fires up the second. That one misses long. Kuyate goes over the back to get the board, and they call him for it.
Yeah, he was really being aggressive on that box out, trying to get around Logan.
Who has played, I think, up to this point, his best game for Franklin Simpson.
He's playing very well tonight.
Brooks will walk it up. Down by 14 after the made free throw. We're halfway through the quarter. Got to chip away at this lead. Morris takes a handoff on the wing. Now sends it over to Kai left side. 4 points in the opening half, scoreless since. McAllister left side. Gives it off to Kai, top of the key. Jabs both ways. Now gives it off to Cam. One-on-one with Stone. Crossover dribble. Spins past, lost the ball. Unfortunate that it goes off the foot of James and out of bounds on the baseline.
Yeah, Franklin Simpson right now, you got to generate some more easy offense. And hopefully under out-of-bounds play, you look for something very easy, very quick.
They set a screen to try to get Kai open in the corner. Morris spins through, and instead it goes up top to Brooks, and they'll reset. Hand off to Kai. 3:38 left, and taking things have slowed down for both sides overall since that first quarter. Brody wraps around, now gives it up to Cam back near midcourt on the fringe of that FS logo at the half-court line. Holds it at the top of the key, denies the screen, now sends it over to Kai on the right corner, guarded by Marr. Checks his options, and now sends it right back to Cam. Ball stuck again for Franklin Simpson. Cam looking down low for Morris, can't get it to him. They have the size mismatch. Instead, it goes out to Brooks, left side three. Jameer Brooks with another three. Shoot that ball, young fella.
He needs to. I mean, that's another three.
Blakeman barrels through Brooks. They call a block. I don't think he was set, but he lowered the shoulder. And it's going to be an underneath inbound as the lead is down to 11.
But that's what we're talking about, right? They're pushing the pace, and that could have been an easy look for Greene County.
Let's see if they get another easy look on the inbound. Franklin Simpson defends this one well, and James has to get it back near midcourt, guarded by Brooks. Jameer with 2 fouls now. That's the third of the quarter on FS, just one for Greene County. Right corner, Partinger defends a three-point fake from Marr, who gives it back to James, and they reset deep on the right wing, and Jameer will come pick him up. Up top, Blakeman drives in, goes through Brody, can't finish, rebound tipped. Blakeman gets it back and scores, just bully ball down there.
And that's what it was, right? An offensive rebound. Franklin, great defensive possession at first and just couldn't secure the board.
Made him work for it and forced the first miss. Just couldn't stop him again. Cam up top, double team, gives it to Morris, turns, baby hook. What a game he's had. He's up to 8, and it's a new career high.
I mean, if there's anybody that's going to make a baby hook, who is it going to be?
Blakeman sends it over left side. Brooks gambles on the steal, can't get it. James up with it in the corner, guarded by McAllister. Now goes to Blakeman up top. Back to James. They want to get it down low to Kuyate, isolated against Morris. Instead, it goes to Blakeman. Kick out James. Wants his fourth triple. Missed this one off the heel. Partinger had the rebound and just lost it off his hands.
And that was a good look for Greene County. I mean, that's what they've been doing to get James Jr. open all night. Is that they're going to have somebody drive in, create separation, and then kick it out. Franklin Simpson, again, you get them in their half-court set, and you're doing great. You're just not securing a rebound.
Scherer comes in. Morris out. Left elbow driving in Marr. Beautiful hop step through the defense and scores with ease. Just 6 in this ball game. But he's extended the lead back out to 13. It's just bounced back and forth between 11 and 13. Cats haven't been able to break through. 1:30 left in the quarter. Kai, isolated, crossover dribble, gets inside, and the 12-foot runner goes down. He needed that one. The offense is there. Can the Cats get a stop? And can they get a rebound? As I say that, Coach Spencer yells as loud as he can. Get a stop, get a rebound. Glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, exactly.
James drives in from the left side. Kicks it out on the right wing. Stone thought about a triple. Instead, it goes to Blakeman. Right corner, fakes the three. Gets inside. Floater misses, another offensive rebound, and a floating putback for Marr. Coach Spencer might lose his mind.
And I believe that's his second or third offensive rebound of the quarter.
13-point game again. Partinger spins off a double team, picks it up on the left wing, now gives it up to Brooks, top of the key. 50 seconds left in the quarter. Coach Spencer tells his guys, get the offense going. Partinger hesitates, right elbow gets inside. Another leaner falls.
I mean, how many high school players can you say can consistently make those fadeaway leaner shots at the elbow?
And how many times have you seen Ja'Kai Partinger make that shot from the elbow? Can the Cats get a stop and a board? Jump ball, Scherer tips it. McAllister with the steal. Up ahead, Scherer. Doesn't have numbers, doesn't care. It's blocked from behind, but a foul called against Marr.
And again, whenever Franklin gets this Greene County in their half-court setup, if they can create a miss and get a turnover or get a rebound, they're off in the race.
The half-court defense has been really good.
It's been amazing for Franklin Simpson. They just can't stop offensive rebounds.
Scherer will have 2 free throws. He's got 5 points tonight.
This will be the first time if they can make both to cut it within 10 since the second quarter.
Scherer takes 3 dribbles, a deep breath, pauses, fires, and hits. Cole's got 6. Zay and Logan back into the game. Kamari Phillips will check in as well. Ja'Kai, Cam, and Jameer Brooks will check out for the final 23 seconds of the quarter. Unless Franklin gets it back on a dead ball, they might try to make a quick sub. Still 1 free throw left for Scherer.
If you're Franklin, you cannot give up a quick, easy bucket or a foul.
Second free throw, perfect. Cole has 7, 5 in the quarter. And the lead is inside 10, 9-point margin. Tanner Willis brings it up for Greene County, left side. Blakeman fakes a pass, now gives it off to Marr. Back to Willis on the right side. They're trying to get James open. Instead, it goes to Marr on the left wing. 9 seconds left in the quarter. Down low, Kuyate. Double team, goes up, misses the first time. Rebound tip. Zay tries to save it underneath, but they say he stepped out of bounds. 4 seconds left in the quarter.
And they're going to look to probably get it right back to him down low with these last 4 seconds.
I'm
you
sure
have
they
to
will.
Play good, solid defense and do not foul.
And got to watch Marr in the corner. Down low, jump ball. Kuyate gets it, going to work against Morris. Spins left, splits the defense, missed the layup long, and the rebound knocked away. Fist pump from Coach Spencer. A good quarter for Franklin Simpson. They score 18 points, give up 15. It's very similar to the Bardstown game. Just chipping away, but got to find some rebounds to finish off possessions. After 3, the Wildcats trail it 49-40. That third quarter again brought to you by Clark CPA and Advisory Group at 927 Brookhaven Road in Franklin.
For a place to connect, grow, and worship, discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
Man, if Franklin could just go on a
special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years, easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
Eight minutes left here at Franklin Simpson High School. Outside looking in. This is a game that Greene County, you got Vegas numbers. They'd be expected to win in a big way, but their schedule hasn't been great outside of the last 3 games they played at their Christmas tournament. This is a Franklin Simpson team that is battle-tested after good team after good team. They won that third quarter, and it should have been handedly. They cut the lead down to 9, 49-40, as we get this fourth quarter underway. Greene County with possession first. Marr, guarded by Partinger, has to pick up his dribble at half court. Gives it off to James Jr. He's leading everybody with 16 on the elbow. Drives inside. Coach Spencer wanted a walk. Brody wanted a charge. They get neither. Kicks it out to Marr, and he drives in and finishes with the flip shot. He's got 10 into double figures to push the lead back out to 11.
And we talked about it, right? Defensive pressure, not allowing any easy looks.
Cam pulls the big Kuyate out to guard him, but then they are able to switch it back because Morris came up to set a screen. Left side, McAllister now wraps it to the top of the key and swings it over to Kai on the right side. Hit a couple buckets there in the third quarter. He's up to 8 and draws a quick reach-in foul against Marr. Have not been many fouls in this game. Interested to see if that picks up here in the fourth quarter. Franklin Simpson, as a team, just 2 for 4 at the free throw line. We said that'd be a big key. On the other side, Greene County just 3 for 7.
I mean, in Franklin, they're getting to the rim, so it's not like they're not trying to get to the rim.
They just haven't been contested at the rim.
Not really contested, but they're just not making their shots at the rim.
Cam holds it at half court after the third foul called against Marr. Works to his left, gets Blakeman switched onto him, steps back, tries a 3. That one off to the left side and short, and it's rebounded underneath by Willis. Has to pick up his dribble and gives it to Marr, who waves everybody off and he'll walk it across half court.
Right now, if you're Franklin Simpson, you want to keep on this pressure. No easy looks as Moody.
They go down low. Kuyate gets caught. They thought he walked with it, had the shot affected by Morris, and Ray pulls it down low. He wants to run in transition. Bullet pass. Scherer, left block. He's going to finish and score. Cole's got 9.
And that was pitch perfect, fast break possession. And Franklin Simpson, if you get a stop right here, you push the momentum in your favor.
James has it on the left wing to Kuyate up top. Willis gets it right wing, thought about a deep three, instead gives it off to Blakeman. Over to Marr. Gets past Ray, left side, leaves it off underneath. James wide open and scores. He's got 18.
Yeah, I think Jakyle right there just needed to stay in front of him, not allow an easy pass down the lane.
And Marr just makes really good things happen with the ball in his hand. Great passer. Ray no-look pass into the corner. Morris. He tries a three. Off the heel, no, and it's rebounded on the far side by Blakeman. Lead is 11 for Greene County. Blakeman runs into Ray. No call. Lost the ball into the backcourt, and it's picked up by James. Ray is down, still on the sideline, was holding his ankle, is backed into the bleachers, and on the right side, because of the numbers advantage, Marr buries a three-pointer. They're going to go check on Ray, who was down holding the ankle. It's his left ankle that he's checking on. There was a lot of contact there as the Wildcats will get a timeout.
Mr. Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eye Care.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go, Cats!
Wilkins Eye Care, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
You can put up 5 points off of 2 possessions real quick. And if you're Franklin, you just have to string together a couple of good stops and a couple of good possessions to claw back in this game.
Cam will come out. Brody McAllister back in. Just 2 points for Cam Ray. He'd been in double figures in 3 straight. McAllister to inbound. Let's see what the Wildcats do. Down by 14 under 6 minutes left. Kai will bring it up against Marr. He walks it into the half court. Being pressured tightly now, it goes over to Brooks. He's going to fire a three over Blakeman. That one misses short. And it's rebounded down low by James. Up ahead, runs past everybody in transition, stripped by Brooks, but they call him for a foul. 2 free throws on the way for Eric James Jr.
Good foul by Brooks, not allowing an easy points. And even though James Jr., a really good free throw shooter, again, if you're Franklin, you just got to get open looks, and you got to make some shots within these last 5.5 minutes.
4 3-pointers made for the game. Greene County has made 6 of them as James can't get the first free throw to go. He struggled there, 1 for 4 for the game. That's not his usual style. He's a 71% free throw shooter on the season. This one missed well short, but an offensive rebound from Marr. He has just been collecting on the glass for Greene County. Pulls it out deep left wing, gets inside, kick out. James Jr., corner triple. Misses, but Kuyate with an offensive rebound on the opposite end, and then a foul called on the floor.
And again, another offensive rebound. And that's the story of the game right now, as we look to see Cameron's coming right back into the game.
That's good news for the Cats as Cam will come in. Jameer Brooks will come out. The bad news is unable to get a defensive rebound. Willis will inbound, goes to Kuyate on the right elbow. They go to Marr. It's tipped away, but he gets it back to Blakeman. Underneath, drives in, left block, flushes it home with one hand.
Big shot by Greene County to flush it in a busted play right there.
Blakeman now with 14, 58-42. Scherer, right wing, 5 minutes left in the ball game. Gives it to Morris. Inside, fakes once, kicks it out. Brody drives baseline, throws up a runner from 6 feet. Missed it long, and Blakeman has the rebound on the opposite side. Up ahead, Willis, bullet pass to Marr, and he scores in transition. Greene County rolling.
And that's Greene County, that's their strength right there. Transition scoring, easy buckets, can't get anybody back on the defensive end. For Franklin Simpson, you gotta bleed into this.
They've outscored FS 11-2 in the quarter. Kai misses a contested elbow jumper, and James is up with the rebound, guarded by Ray. Lost it off his own foot on the near side. Out of bounds into the scorer's table, and FS will get it back.
And some decent on-ball pressure by Franklin Simpson.
As Brody and Morris come out, Allen Johnson and Zay Hampton into the ball game. And Coach Spencer tells us, guys, I agree, got to move the ball. A lot of ISO ball at the moment. As Zay gets it on the right wing, gives it to Cam on the block. Kick out, Scherer, right corner triple. Might have been tipped by Kuyate, and it's rebounded underneath by Greene County. Ahead to Kuyate. Steps through 2 defenders, lost his footing, but a block called. And they'll keep that on the floor. It'll be an underneath inbound for Greene County. Kuyate, the scoring hasn't been a big factor. It's not usually. He's just averaging on the season 8 points a game. He's only had 3 in this one, but he's blocked a couple of shots. and played a role in this team just dominating the boards. Scherer comes out, Morris back in.
Yeah, him and Blakeman have been doing a great job. Honestly, their whole team has done a great job on the offensive glass. And
Mars really chipped in from his guard spot.
There hasn't been many possessions where Greene County has scored on their first initial try, but Franklin just can't get a rebound. And
I compared this to the Bardstown game, and I mentioned in the pregame, in that game, Bardstown, the game they win by 4. They win the rebounds by 30. And this has been very similar. I don't know if the margin will be quite that high, but it's been a very similar story to that ball game for Franklin Simpson, one that you just look back at and say, man, we make layups, we get boards. Completely different story. Willis will inbound underneath after they clean something up off the floor. James, top of the key, sends it over to Willis. Alley-oop to a cutting Blakeman, who finishes with the layup. Nearly was able to jam it home. Beautiful setup on the set play. The alley-oop over everybody. Looked like vintage Franklin Simpson when Taven Lovin was out there running those plays. As Cam gets inside, can't finish with the left. Morris with an offensive rebound and finishes over Kuyate again. He is into double figures for the first time as a Wildcat with 10.
And it's just all three of those players, Cameron, Jakai, and Morris, just can't get it all, Cole, can't just get it all going at the same time. And Franklin, you're just not scoring enough.
Foul call down low against Zay Hampton. Cole, the closest of those to double figures with his 9. Kai has 8, Cam with just 2. Fourth foul on Franklin Simpson. Dragons in the bonus for the remainder of the ball game, up by 18. Blakeman gets the inbound in the corner, fakes a 3, gets around Morris, whips it underneath Marr. Bullet pass. James hesitates, fires. He's got another triple. Ties his season high with 4 from outside. He's got 21 for the ball game.
And so many assists pointed from Greene County. They're very unselfish when distributing the ball.
Pardinger slings it over to Hampton, left wing, now to Johnson. Left corner 3 over Blakeman, switches it home. Foul called underneath, contesting the rebound. We'll see which side it's on. Allen with his first triple. They get that one against Greene County, so Franklin Simpson will keep it with an underneath inbound.
Chance to make it 5-6 points in a possession.
Kai and Morris come out. Easton Kelly and Kamari Phillips in. Lead back to 18 for Greene County. 3:18 left in the ball game. Underneath, Johnson spins, fires up a hook shot. It's no good. Rebounded by James. Charles Davis also in for Franklin Simpson as Cam Ray came out. Davis, just a 5'8 sophomore, making his 5th appearance of the year. James isolated on Kelly on the right wing, goes to work, gets inside, flips one up over the helping Hampton, and scores with the runner. He's got 7 in the quarter, 23 on the night. Up ahead, Johnson all alone, and he scores on the block. Just the second 2-pointer tried this year by Alan Johnson.
It's when you know your role. You know you're a three-point shooter, but on the fast break, just wide open.
Unfamiliar territory for him inside the three-point line, as he's got 5 quickly into the corner. Willis, 3-pointer for Greene County, misses short, and Zay Hampton chases down the board. In transition, gets to the block, pushed the layup long, felt the pressure from James from behind and missed it. Marr, right side, fakes a pass. Beautiful finger roll layup is good. Boy, he's played a quarter. He's got 9 in the 4th frame, 17 for the game.
And they're just running out in transition.
Johnson, dribble pull up for 3, misses long. James Jr. with the rebound on the far side. 2 minutes left now. Ball goes right side. Marr fakes a 3, guarded by Hampton, under 2 minutes remaining. Up by 20. Comes out to half court, now sends it over up top to Stone. To Blakeman, guarded by Johnson. Now to Marr, into the corner he goes. Stone fakes a 3, guarded by Hampton. Right now, Greene County just chewing some clock. Marr, 3-pointer. He can't miss right now.
And they were just doing a great job of moving the ball around, creating a lot of space, and again, just assisting on all these plays as Franklin Simpson turns the ball over.
Phillips lost it in traffic. It'll go back to Greene County underneath. 1:28 left in the ball game. As Marr will check out, presumably will finish the game with 20 points, 12 in this 4th quarter, where the Dragons have exploded for 23 points to jump over 70 for the 7th time this year. They're right at their average of 73.5. Kuyate Flings it over on the left side to Caleb Corbin in for the first time. Back to Kuyate. 3-point line. Drives in. Looked like he might have charged through. Instead, they call it a block against Zay Hampton. Might have started to fall early. Kuyate scores anyway and one.
Yeah, he just didn't have good positioning on the side of Kuyate. And if you're Franklin Simpson, right, this game was such a different game as rebounded almost by
Greene County. It looks like they're going to say that it's off for the Dragons. Nearly got an offensive rebound with the smallest guy on the floor in Corbin. As Alan Johnson comes out. And checking in is J.C. Roby for Franklin Simpson, making his first official appearance of the season for the sophomore forward. 1 minute left. It's a 25-point Greene County lead. Hampton gets inside, bump, lost it, no call. They're just letting this one run out. And the ball is lost on the baseline.
Right now, if you're Franklin Simpson, you're doing some work. I mean, obviously the score is blown up.
Clock will stop for a moment as Willis gets it on the left wing, gets around the defender, kicks it out right corner, bobbled for a moment. Back outside, Deacon James inside, leaves it underneath, and Caleb Corbin scores.
Again, another very unselfish play by Greene County, always looking for the open man and creating a lot of easy looks.
Second bucket of the year for Corbin. Makes it 76-49. Left wing off the fake. Davis gets inside but then lost it, and Greene County has it back. Paxton Bloyd in transition. Kicks it out Corbin, then gets it right back, and it goes on the right wing. Three-pointer on the way. Rattles home, and it's good for Tanner Willis. His final score going to make this look like a much larger difference than this game was in reality. As Hampton has it on the left wing, has his pocket picked by Willis with 5 seconds left, and he'll just dribble this one out at half court. It was a 9-point game coming into this fourth quarter. 49-40, Greene County leads it. They outscore the Wildcats 30-9 in the final frame and win it 79-49 to move to 11-1 overall on the season. Franklin Simpson falls to 3-7 against the top 15 team in the state. We'll step away. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up, get you all the final numbers, chat with Coach Spencer, and pick out our player of the game, presented by Pelican Snowballs of Franklin. A Greene County team that, TB, it looked after 3 quarters of play was beatable. They set the door on that quickly with a 30-point final quarter, and they win it by that margin here tonight. Back after this with our post-game show on 92.3 WFKN. Let's do a couple minutes.
For a place to connect, grow, and worship, discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
What makes us special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years, easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
for a place to connect.
Mr. Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eye Care.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go, Cats!
Wilkins Eye Care, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
Join us for a magical day at the FSHS Princess Tea on February 15th. Meet your favorite princesses and beloved Disney characters in person. Each ticket comes with a special princess swag bag filled with enchanting surprises. And that's not all. Your ticket includes one free ticket to the FSHS production of The Little Mermaid, an unforgettable experience. Click the QR code now to purchase your tickets today and make memories that will last a lifetime.